arday baan ahayo ubaxii waddankaan ahayo arday baan ahayo ubaxii waddankaan ahayo waxaanu ordayaa dugsiyada waada waxaanu ordayaa dugsiyada waada inaana ku korobsado dalkayga anfaxay dalkii la yimide allahyo i gargaar aamin aamin ilaahayo i gargaar aamin aamin dalkii la yimide allahyo i gargaar aamin aamin ilaahayo i gargaar aamin arday baan ahayo istinkii arooriyaan ahayo arday baan ahayo istinkii arooriyaan ahayo waxaanu ordayaa imtixaan
qiimaynta qaadkayga wax lagu qiyaasaa
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. My name is Abdurrashid Warsame and I am the Director of Minnesota International Middle School. On behalf of the students, faculty, and community, I would like to welcome all of you to the 2014 8th grade graduation. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge our distinguished guests that are present this evening. Mr. Warsame Shirwa, our board chair. From our sister schools, we have Ms. Kelly Wilson, Assistant Director. Abdullah Mohammed, one of the founders of the schools as well. And Ali Muse is also one of the founders and also the Assistant Director. We are grateful to have our authorized representative with us this evening from Concordia University St. Paul. Authorized representative is Mr. Tom Underlight. We also have one of the founders of the schools at the Summit, Ibrahim, here with us. And honestly, these days, as you all know, the former Dean of College of Education, Somalia, lawfully I will say, Mohammed Hassan is here, a former teacher, and a founder of Dusti Academy as well. And Mohammed Hassan truly is a champion when it comes to charter school, so we thank you, Mohammed, for being here. Our guest speaker for the evening, Dr. Dan Helmstetter, Concordia University, is the Dean of College of Education and Sciences. And he was my professor too. He taught me different classes. Thank you. Special thanks to our faculty for the tremendous work they have done. Please stand. Teachers, EAs. Miss Ashley, maybe I will ask, was with us last year, came back to see her graduates. Please stand up. She's there. Thank you, Miss Ashley, for coming. Appreciate it. I would like to welcome all community members and family present this evening. Last but not least, I would like to thank St. Kate University for hosting our graduation for the second year. The support that we have received from our authorizer, Concordia University, St. Paul, the school faculty and community has enabled our students to grow academically and give them the tools that they need to become role models for future generations. 8th grade is an important step in our students' lives, and we are very proud of what our students have achieved this year. So without further ado, let us begin the ceremony. It is my pleasure to introduce to you to our MCs for the evening from this 8th grade class. Please welcome Ilham Abdi and Abdi Khaliq Umar.
For 2013. Here we are after a long journey. We're going to the next level of our higher education. As Dag Hummer said, never measure the height of the mountain until you have reached the top. Then you'll see how low it was. It is time to apply our past 8 years experience and also must use our new wisdom. We are grateful for the teachers who taught us and how we can succeed the challenges we face in high school time. I would like to thank our director, Mr. Abdul Rashid, who always inspired us, and assistant, Ms. Nicole, and all other staff members who are always pushing us to do our best. Thanks to our parents for raising us, supporting us. Without them, nothing would have been able to accomplish. Without them, we wouldn't be here graduating today. Next, I would like to thank all my classmates for taking part in this great school year with me. Let us celebrate this moment and be proud of everything we have done together. For sure, I will miss my classmates and this school, but we will move to better and successful futures. We will get more and more closer to our dreams goal. Once again, Assalamu alaikum. And now I would like to turn it over to my fellow MC, Bukhari.
Thank you, Ahlam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our keynote speaker for this evening will be Dr. Don Helmstetter. Dr. Don Humstetter has been an educator in Minnesota for over 40 years. During that time, he has served as a high school teacher and coach, as well as a counselor, principal, and athletic director. He was a superintendent of schools for almost 25 years, most recently with Spring Lake Park Schools. He is currently the Dean of the College of Education and Science at Concordia University in St. Paul, Minnesota, where he has served for 4 years. He has taught courses at the university level for over 30 years, preparing future teachers, counselors, and administrators. He has been a speaker and presenter at hundreds of youth leaderships and service workshops for high school and junior high school students. He also developed and directed a nationally recognized summer program that continued for over 30 years, impacting thousands of Minnesota students. He has served on numerous statewide committees and task forces, and he has also served on many state and national board of directors. He is a former president of the Minnesota Association of School Administrators, also known as the MASA. He was also named the 1994 Minnesota Administrator of the Year, as well as the 2007 Minnesota Superintendent of the Year. Don loves working with students and with aspiring leaders of all ages, but what he loves most is playing and interacting with his 7 grandchildren. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Don Humstetter.
Good evening, students and families. Before I forget, I want to make sure you remind me to tell you what's in here in just a little bit. Okay? Greetings to all parents and family members tonight, and special thanks to the administration and the faculty for inviting me here. What some of you don't know is that Director Abdi Warsame was the very first person to receive an education specialist degree, diploma, at Concordia University just a month ago. And Ali was another one of the recipients, as was Mohammed. So we have 3 students from Concordia that received that award. I was at the school just a week ago, and you guys look so much better tonight. Remember, it was mismatch day, the day that I was at your school. So it's nice to see you looking all the same tonight, and you look very, very nice. Parents, it's important for you to know that while I was there, I got some help from the students. They were telling me all the things that I should include in the speech tonight. And I've got them all on this big tablet, and I want to tell them all to you tonight. No, just a joke. That's not going to happen. But I do want to tell students that these next 4 years, one of the things that was suggested, and I think it was, oh, where's Ali? Where's Ali? Okay. Ali, you remind me about this box later on, okay? Okay, there you go. All right. Now, one of the things that I want to tell you is, where's Ahmed Warsame? Where's Ahmed? Okay, I'm going to talk about yours tonight too. But I was also told by a number of students to remind you that these next 4 years I should tell you about high school. And here's the one thing I want to start by telling you about high school. Those 4 years in high school are going to be the best years of your life so far. Because you've got many, many more things that you can do. You must savor and learn everything that you can and listen, because it might be a part of your future. And as Ahmed says, this won't be the last time you graduate, right, Ahmed? It won't be. So this is your time to start over, to do better than that before, and to actually be better than before. There was once a time the teacher was walking down the street and he saw 4 of his students. And these were 4 students, they were picking on another boy. And by picking on him, they were calling him names, and they were even pushing him a little bit. And when they saw their teacher, they immediately stopped. And they thought the teacher was going to punish them. And the teacher was really quite sad and angry, because he knew that that one boy was defenseless against these other four. It was a sad thing to see. And so he said, "You four boys, I want you to come with me. Come over here." And he walked them over to the little creek that was going by in the park that they were in. And he said, "I want each of you to pick up a stone. Pick up a stone right now." And these boys didn't know what the teacher was going to have them do. And he said to the first one, "Throw that stone in the water." And the boy did, and he watched it. He said, "No, watch it, just keep watching it." And he said that same thing to the second boy, and to the third, and to the fourth boy. And he said, "What are you seeing?" And the boys didn't know what to say because they didn't know what he was wanting him to say. And finally one of them said, "Well, I see ripples. It's just continuing to ripple. And look how far down the river, down the creek the ripple is going." And the teacher said, "That's right. That's a lesson I want you to learn and remember forever. That whatever you do, whether it's good or whether it's evil, whether it's helpful, whether it's harmful, whatever you do, you cause those ripples. And sometimes you do it and you see what the ripples are causing. And sometimes you don't. But these small ripples can cause waves further down the creek. And think about that. So the boys saw that, and they felt quite bad about it, and they went over and they made the apology to the fifth boy. And as they were all leaving together, the teacher thought to himself, I wonder in 4 years whether these boys will remember what they've done. And the question remains for you. Certainly you wouldn't be one of those boys that were doing the evil or the harmfulness, but what are the ripples that you're going to have in your life in these next 4 years? And what are you going to be learning from others that can cause ripples in the lives of your family and of your community? That's really what it's all about right now. You can say to yourself tonight, I want to be better. I want to do better in school. I want to make a good impression on my teachers next year. Maybe I'm going to Uba Academy, and I hope you do. These are 3 wonderful schools that you have here. 3 wonderful schools. But even if you don't go to Uba, what is going to be your ripple effect? It isn't enough. I said this to you last week, some of you in class. It isn't enough to say, I want to do better. I want to be better. You have to plan for it. You have to plan to be better. Every day you have to wake up and you have to plan. Now most of you know who the Miami Heat are, right? Yeah. Or the San Antonio Spurs. Or maybe even the Timberwolves. For those that don't know, those are 3 different basketball teams. I like to think of the college basketball team, the Minnesota Gophers, or maybe the Concordia Golden Bears. But here's the thing. The students who play those games and the athletes who play those games, like LeBron James, like Tony Parker, those men plan. They plan and they practice every day. But when they go into that game, they don't know. They do not know if their plan is going to work the whole game. Because they aren't going to just work their plan. They want to work their plan and be successful at the end of the game. And many times during that game then, they call a timeout. Or they wait till halftime and they say, the plan that we made isn't working as well as we'd like. We need to adjust our plan. And they make the adjustments, and then they go out and do better. That's what you need to do. This is one of those timeouts in your life. You can make an adjustment, but you have to plan to do better. Finally, the most important thing that I have to share with you is this. Even if you plan to do better, and even if you start today or tomorrow, it's important to remember that if you want to achieve greatness, like LeBron James, like others, great results cannot be achieved all at once. You need to be satisfied to gradually improve and do it as you walk. You take one step at a time, step by step, you get better at it. Two small things left. The first one is this. You really need to see that you're part of a bigger plan. Right now, you're 8th graders, and you are the top dogs at NIMS. You have been on top, yeah. You won't be next year. You won't be next year, but you are a part of a bigger plan. In fact, we all are. Even the grown-ups here on stage and even your families out there, we all have a part of this universe. And our ripple is important in that universe. It's our duty as adults, it's your duty as students, to be sure that the world is a better place when you leave it. That's your job. A poet and an artist from the earliest part of the 20th century, Khalil Gibran, said this: you give but little, you give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you really give. And that's what it means to be better than what you are. It's one thing to do better. We need you to be better. You guys all have that potential to do that, and that's really my challenge for you. Now, where's Ahmed? You ready to okay, now I'm going to open this. Okay, I've asked 3 of your classmates, and I asked them, what do you see in there? And they all say, nothing. But you know what? I got this gift for Christmas. I got this gift for Christmas. I got it from my 3-year-old granddaughter. Only it was wrapped up in gold paper. It was a beautifully wrapped up gift. And so I opened the gift, and she's standing right in front of me. And I opened the gift, and I said, Riley, what's in here? And she says, don't you see, Grandpa? Don't you see? And I looked harder, and I looked over at her father, who is my son. I looked over at her father, and I said, what am I seeing in here? And my son is laughing at me. And then I looked over at his wife, Riley's mother, and I said, what do I see in here? And she said, Riley, and Riley has a 2-year-old sister named Avery. She said, Riley and Avery wanted to give Grandpa a gift, and so they did. They blew kisses, and they put all of their love in this box, and then they had me wrap that box for them. Yeah. But this is what I want you to remember. You will be creating ripples all your life, and they are for me. But remember that this box holds all of the kisses, all of the hugs, all of the love that your family has for you too. So those times next year and the year after and the year after that, when you're not feeling as successful as you'd like to, when you're feeling a little bit more alone, just remember that red gift, because inside that red gift has all of the hugs and all of the love from your family and this whole extended family, including your teachers. We all care about you. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you, Don Homesteader, for your kind and welcoming speech. And now I turn over to Ahlam.
Now we start the student speakers, and the first one is Hikam Akosa.
My name is Hikma, and I have been to NIMS since 5th grade. Let me just say it's an honor to be speaking up here in front of everybody. I want to start out by saying 8th grade has been a beautiful experience, and so has other grades before. It seems as if just yesterday we were excited about 5th grade, and now look at us. We're excited about high school. I would like to take the time to say thank you to our supporters, which includes our parents, teachers, and every staff member, since they all helped us in a way. Today, this ceremony might seem like it's all happening too fast, or it might seem like it's all going too slow. But all our lives we will remember it, and that's what counts. And for my 8th grade friends, don't just think this is a time to say goodbye to teachers, friends that have assisted us. It's also a time to say goodbye to ourselves in a way, because after this year, things won't stay the same. We won't stay the same. Friends that through the years you might have lost. We've all been through thick and thin, having to go through certain types of difficulties. But it's very sad to say there are going to be roadblocks in life, and we have to buckle up and get ready for it. Through my difficult times, there has been Allah, Mom, and Dad. Like I said, faith brings you to success. Mom, you're always there for me. Your advices have always helped me. Dad, you brought me to America for an education, and I hope to be fulfilling that dream that you have for me. Parents are there to help you, to love, and to care for you, so you should respect them and make them a proud parent in return. Whatever you do, make every second, every minute, and every day count, because it always leads us to one question. Are you happy with the way you ended up? Don't make yourself regret anything you have done. We're all going to be taking different paths to places where we want to be, and to get there we have to work hard. Don't ever give up on yourself. High school is a big deal, and we can go through with it if we believe in ourselves. I also have something to say for future 8th graders. 8th grade is going to be a fun year if only you behave. I hope you guys come to school prepared to learn and not to mess around, because we all want to see the best in ourselves. Now it's time for me to say goodbye to everyone, including my peers. You guys know who you guys are. And to my teachers who have been great support. I will miss you guys, and I hope Minnesota International Middle School remembers us as we will remember them.
Thank you, Hikama. That was a very beautiful speech.
Next up, we'll have word of Hussein. Dr. Seuss once said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." So I guess we should all laugh, rejoice, and remember this day forever and ever and ever. We should say our goodbyes, and who knows, maybe 2, 5, or even 10 years from now, we just might say hello once more. We should toss our caps in the end, jump up and hug each other with the sheer joy of all of our accomplishments, and that we will do. I remember my very first day of school in preschool. My first reaction to the new experience everyone called school was me nearly having a seizure of full-blown fear. And my fear was of that one tall woman who towered 2 feet above me with that huge welcoming smile, and the huge swarm of 4 to 5-year-olds kids who were either causing trouble or making friends within the others. And that first day seems like it was only yesterday. With that, I want to thank all of the teachers who taught us what we know. Thank you, Ms. Ann W., who always held the belief that we are all awesome writers. Thank you, Ms. Erin M., who always put the Get to Know You page on the back of all of our unit tests. Thank you to Mr. Adam, who always gave us opportunities to get extra credit points. And thank you to Miss Rachel, who ran along with us so she couldn't run. And thank you to Miss Rachel, who ran along with us so she couldn't run any longer, and passed the baton off to Miss Kimberly, who ran with all her might afterwards. But the thanks don't just go out to the 8th grade teachers. These thanks go out to all of the teachers over the many years and the many grades. Also, thank you to the EAs, who are always our helpers and our tutors. But also, thank you to the parents. Thank you to the parents who woke up early in the morning to lay out our clothing for the day. Thank you to the parents who woke up in the morning to make breakfast for us so we could tell the math equations that waited for us. We will conquer you. You don't scare us. Thank you for you, the parents, for being there for us and for our homework, and for being there just to help us. Because without you, we would be cars without fuel. Thank you. And look at us now.
We're in our very fashionable cap and gowns, heads held high, knowing the fact that our mothers are sitting somewhere in the crowd, wiping away a few stray tears, and knowing that the fact that our fathers are sitting somewhere, nodding their heads slowly, saying, "That's my child up there waiting to receive their middle school diploma." During World War II, Winston Churchill said, "It's not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning." And that's true. We have a long path ahead of us, a long path that can only be traveled by us. Thank you.
Thank you, Wada Hussein, for your really great speech.
Next we have Abdurrahman Mohammed.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I'd like to start off with a quote that has let me succeed throughout my 8th grade year by Mariana Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Yes. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Thanks to Allah for bringing us all here together on this wonderful special occasion, our 8th grade graduation, a step closer to our futures, our careers, towards reality. So always work hard for your dreams, even when you feel like there is little to no progress. Do enough every day, even if it means scratching the surface. There will be a time when you have accumulated enough knowledge and skills to accomplish your dreams and more. There will be a time when you will be overwhelmed by sudden inspiration to succeed. The timing will be perfect and opportunities will align in your favor. Be sure that time will come for you, and when it does, it will make all the difference. Your dreams will come true and your vision will become reality. So always work hard for your dreams. Push yourself a little harder each time. It may not feel like it, but success comes through hard work with persistence. Remember, each time you push, you are pushing your obstacles closer to the edge and are clearing the road to your success. Keep in mind, you are the only one who can pave the road to your success. Special thanks go out to my mother and my family members who are somewhere in this crowd watching me right now. Without you guys, I wouldn't be standing where I am today. Thank you guys so much. Special thanks go out to all my teachers. I could have not attained the knowledge I have today without you guys. Thank you guys as well. Special thanks go out to all my friends who are sitting before me for helping me in hard times and giving me a shoulder to lean on. I wish you guys the very best. 15 years from now, I hope to see all my fellow 8th grade graduates as successful people, inshallah. We are the leaders of tomorrow, and we will change this world. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Abdurrahman. That's a very memorable speech.
I would like to welcome up to the stage our last student speaker for the day, Hamza Ismail. Hello, testing. Just making sure. Assalamu alaikum, friends, family, peers, best friends, and strangers. Today is a day of happiness, excitement, and some tears. I will not lecture you, but advise you as a fellow student. First, don't give up. You aren't going to go anywhere in life if you just give up when things are tough. If you don't live your life potential, who will? Don't you know how lucky you are? You have health, legs, arms, and knowledge. Few people have this, and yet we neglect this like it's a surplus. But we need to get this concept out of our minds. Teachers came here to teach, not to make your life suicidal. But sometimes it feels like it. Sorry. Next, treat each other with respect and courtesy, the way you want to be treated. I know you hear this every day and say, yeah, right, like it's gonna ever happen. But when you grow up, those people you bullied and harassed will come and haunt you. You'll say to yourself, man, I was so mean back then. An old saying is that words cut deeper than the sword. Last but not least, shoot for the best. When you leave this world, what impression do you want to leave? Don't settle for average. Today, in the world, jobs are highly competitive. The first point is tied in with all the others. If you want to be a doctor, be the best. If you want to work in McDonald's, be the best. Be the best in whatever you do. Give it 100%. In conclusion, heed my advice. Who knows, this may help you. And my point today was not to make you laugh. It was to help you stay awake, hopefully, and listen to this and put this in your life. A special shout out to my mom and my dad, my brothers, my families, and my favorite sheikh, my sister Amina and Awal Mahamood. You guys rock. Thank you, Hamza, for your gratifying speech. And I hope when you say the word strangers, I hope I'm not one of them, inshallah. Now I would like to call for the staff for the presentation of graduates and certificate district.
All right, let us begin. Alam Adi. Aisha Adi. Anisa Adi. Farhia Adi. Mohammed Adi. Mona Adi. Nasra Adi. Yasser Adi. Zumaya Adi. Mohammed Abdi Karim. Salma Abdurrahman. Naima Abdi Wahab. Ridwana Abdul Kadir. Abdullahi Abdullahi. Marian Abdullahi. Zachariah Abdullah. Ibsitu Abubakar. Salma Aden. Andisa Ahmed. Zachariah Ahmed. Abdi Fattar Ali. Ahmed Ali.
Ali. Waleed Ali. Abdullahi Bana. Fatima Bashir. Salman Bashir. Ali Barento. Kafia Dawi. Farah Diab. Mohammed Idris. Ayub Farah. Fatima Farah. Hamza Farah. Hikma Faisal. Sabrina Haile. Sophia Haile. Abdullahi Haji. Muhammad Nur Hanshi. Abdurrahman Hashi. Ilan Hashi. Abdurrahman Hassan. Fatima Hassan. Hibak Hassan. Mohammed Hassan. Samaya Hassan. Fatima Hussein. Warda Hussein. Ali Ibrahim. Hamza Ismail. Hudayfi Jama. Mubarak Jama. Nawal Jama. Sagal Jama. Sundus Jabil. Kahim Kadier. Anis Muhammad. Shraib Mualim. Abdurrahman Muhammad. Abdullahi Abdurrashid Muhammad. Abdullahi Bashir Muhammad. Asiya Muhammad. Faiza Muhammad. Khalid Muhammad. Mukhtar Muhammad. Najma Muhammad. Sagar Muhammad. Sarah Muhammad. Amulkar Muhammad. Rashi Mohammed. Nawal Mohammed. Abdurrahman Noor. Sawad Noor. Abdi Khalik Omar. Rabat Omar. Ibo Omar. Dika Roble. Ahmed Sahal. Mariama Saeed. Abdurrahman Salat. Ikram Shafi. Zubair Salah. Abbas Warsani. Ahmed Warsami. Mohammed Warsami. Zakaria Warsami. Ahmed Yassin. Musad Yassin. Ofer Youssef. Uba Youssef. Al-Rakib Zaidi.
That's it. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
qalinkiyo waxbarashada ama lagu qadariya qalinkiyo waxbarashada qalinkiyo waxbarashada xafladan qurxoon iyo qalajabinta maanta hawl noo qabsoontiyo waa qaadir mahadii xafladan qurxoon iyo qalajabinta maanta hawl noo qabsoontiyo waa qaadir mahadii qof kasto waxbarasha